Well, Skivs, opening round of the Investec Champions Cup and 5 points at Kingsholm. I'm sure you're pleased with that one.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with the result. Obviously not the prettiest game. We weren't as accurate as we'd like to be, obviously particularly around the line out, but I'm really proud of the lads because, it was a tricky game. Like I say, we got going and then we'd lose a line out and we had to find our way through. But I think the work rate, the attitude of the boys, the doggedness that they showed, especially when we were a man down at one point, I thought they were outstanding through that period. So, sometimes you've got to win ugly, sometimes it's not going your way. And, I think there's some real positives here that lads just rolled their sleeves up, rode out the tough bits and ultimately got us down into attacking spots. We'd like to have capitalised more, but we got 4 tries, so good start.
And you mentioned there, but with the game finally poised, and I guess that sin-bin period as well for us, we came out that 0-0. How impressed with your way that Thomas and Ross managed that game as well?
Oh, I thought they were brilliant tonight, and obviously Tommy, tops it off with that pass. But I thought those two were outstanding. I thought they really put us in the right areas. I think, there was a few opportunities in the first half that we missed, but I thought between the two of them, they managed that game really, really well.
And I guess it could be forgiven with the back line being, unfortunately, suffering a few more injuries. It could have broken up a bit, but they seem to manage to work really well together as well.
Yeah, well, I think, look, we obviously, we've had a fair bit of adversity around swapping, particularly back lines at the start of the year. So, ironically, Mikey Austin, he's come as a 9 and he's played more on the wing for us so far than he has at 9. So we didn't really flinch about putting Mikey on the wing. He's had to do it in the Prem and he steps up, and I thought the boys were outstanding. Seb stepping to 13. So, the boys are, we're well versed on jumping around. It's not ideal, but again, sometimes just finding a way to win is important.
And a short turnaround now into Cork next weekend. But how much does 5 points here set you up in this competition? Because you win your home games, you give yourself a really good opportunity at getting through.
Yeah, I think this was a must-win game for us, as we said in the week. We had to win this game. We wanted to win it because at Kingsholm we haven't delivered this year as much as we'd like, and we felt last week was a good start. We want to do today, and as you say, the first European game, particularly if it's at home, you have to win it. So it's a good start for us, and now we just got to, put a plan in place for next week.
Thanks, George.
Cheers.